Coming soon on social medias, it's S-Class.
Of Ziloko, my friend.
So what's the level? Like a bottle of chibuku?
Like a bucket.
To my nature, I criticize on social media. Yeah, I think I'm good at that when it comes to social media. That's why I really like spending most of my time in social media.
Buli lwenywa kunjaga eyo naye mba sirina ssente ntulaali n'endowooza.
Coming soon.
Welcome to S-Class once again. My name is Victoria Kahinju, and today I'm with these lovely ladies. Rosetta, introduce yourself.
Hey everyone listening, my name is Rosetta Achayo from PHAU, Uganda, and I'm a peer educator.
Hi, my name is Vivian Alice Navanova from Uganda Network of Young People Living with HIV and AIDS.
You?
Hi, I'm Nagadia Jackie from Public Health Ambassadors Uganda. I'm a project officer for PHAU.
Okay. So today is Women's Day. So happy Women's Day to all the ladies out there. Happy Women's Day, ladies.
Thank you.
Today we are hosted by Public Health Ambassadors Uganda, and we would like to share our ideas about Women's Day. What do we know about Women's Day? Why do we celebrate it? And all the other things. And today's theme is generalizing equal rights of all the women in the world. So I think I'll start with Jackie. What do you understand by this day? Like, what do you know maybe about this day? What can you share with us?
All I know about this day, I believe we are supposed to celebrate our woman. Woman is supposed to be celebrated. So having this day is like very vital for us to believe that even you're not appreciated, this is a day you're appreciated, you're feeling empowered. All the empowered women out there are feeling it's their day. So at least you're appreciated for this day. Even other days it is, but at least I feel it's a very important day for women.
Okay, and Vivian, what do you have to tell us?
Thank you so much. The Women's Day is a very important day for us women and the world at large, even the men need it. Because first it was started to stop or fight against discrimination against women. So, and when we relate it to the theme of this year, that is emphasizing equality and ensuring that we bring women on board when it comes to global development, it's a very important day for us. I mean, when women are trying to be raised, then that means the nation is being raised.
Yeah. So Rosetta?
Well, it's a great day, it's a beautiful day for us young women and also the women who raised us, yeah? And I feel like it's a day that kind of appreciates us as women in our different capacities and also pushes us. We all like being cheered up and told we are doing something great. And that does not differ to whether it's a woman who is like a young woman or an old woman. We all need to be cheered up and told we are loved, we are respected, and we deserve whatever we want to get. And I feel like that is what Women's Day puts out there.
Don't you think like we should celebrate Women's Day every other day? Because we are important people in the community.
I feel like
we
we
do.
know that one day it's like your birthday.
Yes.
So this one day makes you feel like, oh, it's your day. It's you're a baby on that day.
Yes.
So why do you think that even though we celebrate Women's Day, why do you think that sometimes women are not celebrated, they are not recognized, they are not appreciated? Like, what hinders this day, even though we still have the Women's Day, but women out there are still being stigmatized, they're still being discriminated?
Personally, I feel like the whole notion of patriarchy is still going on. So even when we're celebrating the Women's Day, you find yourself in a situation where somehow a man is just coming in somewhere and he's taking lead in everything, you know, and then sometimes we just can't feel like we are special because we are not used to it. That's why I agree with you when you say it should be happening almost every day. So we live it, we feel it and live it every single day of our lives. But then this one day comes and tomorrow like, it's going to even go away. I won't feel this special tomorrow. So if it has been something that is happening, I mean, women are uplifted all the time, celebrated all the time. It doesn't have to be a party after party for me to know that I'm being celebrated. But at least if you appreciate me for what I've done, then I think we shall feel like, yeah, we are raised and we are empowered as women.
Do you have anything to add on that?
Different from her, but at least I believe men have this thing of women are just below us. We are the heads, we are the leads. But at least I'm happy that women have come out to show men they can do things men can do. So which has made it to at least a different level that we deserve this day.
Well, I'll just agree with Jackie because society has it already written all over there. So it's the bar has been set, yeah. It's men. So it's it's basing on our efforts as young women and old women to like come out and be like, you can do this, I can do this, or we can do this together. That means that you have to do it on your own.
By the way, I think there's also another issue of where we have maybe some women that have gotten to higher levels of like almost being okay, those that have realized the equal level with the men, and then they also start to
shun
to shun those that are not up there like them. But I think they start feeling like they are men, which takes us back to the whole patriarchy thing. Even that the women who would be helping others up are trying to oppress them because now they are feeling like I am the man.
I was having a discussion yesterday with a couple of friends on campus, and the boys were like, I feel like women are using feminism to bring out their anger. You get? That means we are kind of not bringing out what we need. It's kind of saying, I've reached here, I'm going to show you that, you know, I can also do the things you've been doing to us. Which to me, I don't feel like is the actual thing that we need to push for. Yeah.
Do you think that if women are empowered, not only like to do in the whole world, of course they're celebrating Women's Day, but do you think that if women are empowered every day, not only because right now countries will come up and there will be what should I call it, giving handouts to women, helping women sustain their maybe small businesses. Don't you think that if women are empowered every day, they would maybe be like the world would be in a better place? Because if you look at most of the leadership in the world is dominated by men. So what is your view if the women are put on board? Because they say that if you educate a woman, you educate a nation. So what do you think that if women are empowered in every day-to-day activities, they are given maybe small handouts to start up small businesses, don't you think that we would be celebrating this day every day?
I believe women were empowered on a daily basis. It's just that there are these norms and values back in culture that make a woman lay back. So they hinder the growth of a woman. They will tell you a woman is not supposed to do this, but yet you can. So the norms and values somehow hinder the growth of the daily basis of a woman. But we are supposed to do everything as a woman.
So what you're saying is that religious beliefs and norms and cultural norms hinder a woman being empowered.
Yeah,
somehow, because when I look at something that I think these are even just maybe the notions of femininities and masculinities where people or society assumes that as a woman or as a wife I'm supposed to wake up, prepare katogo for my husband, prepare the kids for school, and then make sure everything is okay at home.
While
and
the
then he's
husband
seated
lays.
in the car. Nyabo, what do you? But if it was equitable, and equal. Like, we're doing these things together. If I'm organizing Katogo for you, help me with the kids. I mean, then let's get to work together.
But I think that we women should not even be equalized to men. Like we are everything. Like if you give a woman a sperm, she makes a baby, right?
Yeah.
If you give her a saucepan, she make food, right?
You know.
So I think that we shouldn't even like be maybe put on the same level with men because we are way they're like beyond. But men have this ego of like I am a man, you know, I am a man, I am the head of the home. You cannot tell me to wash dishes, you cannot tell me to do this. So I think, to me, I think a woman should be celebrated every day, not just 8 March.
That's true.
I also agree with that. And like we, you know, as when you grow up in a home that has that kind of mother, yeah, who says, David, you're doing dishes, but that's how you're going to the kitchen. You get a mother who feels like I have both the male sex and the female sex, but both of them can do something equally. But that only happens if your mother was also uplifted by her mother. Yeah?
Exactly.
So if as the young women right now are having this and we are kept on being empowered and told you can do this, you can also push for this, you can say no to something and someone does not begin saying, their no's are always like yes.
I know.
Yeah? And I feel like that is going to like help build a bigger generation of women who feel more empowered.
So, like, what do you understand by the term woman? Like, this woman, like there is, of course, there is a lady, a girl, and then woman, because this is Women's Day. So, can anyone be a woman? Like, what signifies that this is a woman? Because a woman may be looked at because you plait hair, right? You have
also men
painted
plait
your
hair.
nails. And even men plait dreadlocks, right?
There's
But
paint hair.
like what, when you look at someone moving and you're like, oh, this is a woman, is it because of her maybe beauty, let's say figure, okay, smile, like what, when you look at her, what portrays that this is a woman? Is it because of her leadership skills, her knowledge, like
For me, I think when I'm somewhere and I meet people, meet various people, how I identify a woman is, I think it's straight. Like a woman always stands out. You know, we're the proactive ones, we're the ones here and there. Naturally, I think we are the leaders,
supposed to
but
say
just guys.
a woman who shuns the other opportunity? Can we call that a woman as
Women
well?
always stand out, I think, generally. They will always stand out. In whatever they do. You know, when a woman touches something, it will always be good. So they will always say, a man needs a woman. So a woman is always standing out. I believe. She's always outstanding in her work, in whatever she does.
And I think what you're talking about is those who shun other women, those who want to destroy other women's opportunities, and they are women. I think they are women, but they're just probably lost. They just don't know. They're taken up by patriarchy, or there's what we call the power under. The power under is that kind of power that you have when to express yourself, how you feel after being oppressed. So usually, those are people that have been oppressed for so long that when she comes out, she wants to put it out there, she wants to show everyone, this is what I went through, so feel it the way I felt it, which is not really good. So there are lost women whom we need to embrace and help and bring
So
on
don't you
board.
think that some women use feminism, advocacy to like bring out their anger, like what Rosetta once said?
I don't think it's how you feel. Feminism starts from like you want to, let me say, you want to feel like you want to stop this habit. Let me say gender-based violence against women. If it has happened to you, you're not going to just say, oh man, you should stop raping young girls. Obviously, you're supposed to come out and stand strong, speak out
And
to
be
your word,
aggressive.
and be aggressive
And
about
be
it.
angry. I mean, why are people
they're
not
angry.
angry about everything that is going on? I need to be angry at the men that rap girls,
Rosetta
and then
has
they
something to
they start
Exactly.
blaming us for putting on whatever we're putting on.
And
Oh my God.
I will have to disagree.
Okay.
Yes, feminism is great. It's a good thing, but we also don't have to close our eyes and pretend like some women are not choosing it wrongly. Where is men are trash coming from? If not from us. It doesn't feel good for for the male to also feel like, you know, we shouldn't come out and make it look that the other sex is bad. The men are not bad. We have to live together and equally. But feminism mostly and of late is coming out in a way that we have to be on top of men, which I don't feel like it is.
No, I think we all get it differently because for me, it is fighting for equal rights. If this man is going to wake up and sit in his car to rush me every now and then, Nyabo, oludeyo, nze ngenda kuleka, nze manya this, that, this is unfair. But if we've set duties, equal duties for each one, that woman leader chino, nganange maze chino, nga we go to work, aho chiba okay. And that is what this is about. That is according to me. And I cannot fail to not be angry. I'm angry, by the way. I'm angry because people
what
get
do you
raped
think
every day
men
and
should
nothing
do?
is done.
What do you think men should do to uplift their sisters, wives, female employees, female colleagues at work? What do you think that men should do?
I
Number
think
one,
men should start with their mindsets. We are tired.
thank you.
We are very tired.
They should increase their self-esteem. You know, when you're not sure of how you're dressed, tambula, eh?
Yeah.
Not sure. So I think when a man sees a woman coming up, mostly those I've seen mostly those women that are lawyers in a law firm. Men are the ones made partners. You know, the woman is just there, again, or representing someone.
Or
But
you be a secretary or clerk.
it's because these men are scared how because we want to get on board and they impede. I mean, get some self-esteem and live your life. Even if I'm here and you're here, we are going to do something that is all going to contribute to the development of the law. I mean, why are you fighting?
But I believe these perspectives also have to run back from home. As a mother, when you're raising a boy child, are you going to show the boy that you're more than this girl? Or are you raising the girl to be like, you can't do this? So it runs back from home. We parents, all parents out there, every mother, you don't have to show boys they're very superior than the girls. So that's why you find these boys can say, those girls can't do anything. They can't do football. I think that's why I like
It's also like goes to, like as you said, family. I've been in a home where my mother will make the boys also cook, and then at the end of someone is like, oh God, I'm so tired. So let them feel it, like being in the kitchen is not also something just they can take for granted and come and shout like, hey, where is the food? It's two. Yeah. So if you make a guy feel like that, or a boy as he grows up is going to be like, oh my God, my wife is in the kitchen since morning, let me soak these clothes and wash them. So that when she's done, the workload is reduced. And then also that men should not even, why am I saying kind of, should improve on how they communicate to women. Because I cannot begin saying, maybe that's not what he meant, and yet it came out in really a rude way. Well, I may move out and really what I'm dressed in is not your favorite, yeah? But I feel sexy in it. I feel good. Why would you tap your other friends at the border stage, and then you start shouting, "Ooh, you're bitchy," and I don't really feel good
Calling
about
you
myself.
names.
Yet, if we are women doing something and a guy passes, we are not really going to mind because that's how they feel like they should dress. So try to accept what we've chosen to do.
So do you feel like society has like shunned us down? It has like stepped on us. We are fearful to come out. Like if I'm maybe in a society, I work with males, and then they look at this girl like, no, she's the one supposed to mix the tea for us. She's the one supposed to do this for us. Do you think that society, also people's mindset towards women, has affected our development?
Yeah, personally, I think so. Because if I come up with an idea, because I write my proposal, take it to my boss, and then there's another male figure coming from the other side, and
He'll be like, no, give this one to read through.
then there's this thing of someone, like I have my idea, and then someone is like, I think I understand what Vivian is saying. So I think she was trying to mean this. I mean, why are you twisting my thing? Why are you trying to show the world that my idea is better with your whole, I don't know, twist and whatever you want to put in. So anyway, this whole idea of men, women being shunned.
So, like when you look at the education system, apart from the 1.5 added to girls when they're going to the higher level, do you think it has also helped women down, like women maybe in the villages? Has it like helped the young girls, the adolescent girls, maybe like have an education, fight to have an education? Do you think like the government has done something towards women empowerment, leave alone the women organizations that are fighting for the women, but do you think that there are male organizations out there that really advocate for women empowerment?
I think society of late is a little bit changing because many feminists are out there coming out to say, as women, we are the lead. So I believe society is a bit changing, but when it comes to the education bit of it, I believe it's also empowering a girl child to read. So girls at the forefront, and I see they're at least going there, they're trying to aim for
So
it.
that, okay, when you look at a girl of 2019, it's different from a girl today, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What else?
And I also feel like ladies, you should like push for something that you want. As Vivian was saying, I'll use it in the youthy language. Men would always want to take away your shine. It doesn't matter in whatever you're doing with them. I can give an example, maybe a workplace, you come up with an idea, and then you know like you're having maybe a board meeting next week, and then someone on your team mentions the idea. And because the director hears it, it's going to become their project. And then you're the one giving the advice, yet it was your project. You thought about it. So I feel like you should at least strive so hard not to let someone take away something you thought for a while.
Actually, I think that makes women even relax. Some of them are like,
Some of
I'll
them
be
have great
someone's
ideas.
housewife.
Very
I'll
good.
just stay at home. Do you know men take women from work?
Yeah.
Guy akwanira ku mulimu n'akugamba, in 2 weeks you're done working. You're going to sit home, I'll take care of you. I'm like, really? You found me at my job? And then they become insecure, taking me back to their low self-esteem.
And it also comes back to us women, which we tend to demean our fellow women. There is that thing of, she can't do it. So when we create that division between us women, it's also going to run to all the other women. So that's why it's good to also uplift our fellow women.
Yes, we be together.
And you're taking us back to what she was saying about the government helping. Well, the government may have done something. A little, of course, we can't just say they've done nothing. But there's something you hinted on, that the 1.5
Added
points
to
that
the
are given
girls.
to a girl. Personally, I don't believe in that. That is trying to make me look like
You
whatever
cannot
you
make
get,
it.
I'll add for
I'll
you.
just give you because you're
You're a
just
girl,
less than
you're a
the guy.
girl.
I mean, these boys know what
You're
to do,
not
and
sharp
for you, you just
enough.
need a little bit of a push. But then, did you see the news this time? The girls were better than the boys, and then no one is talking about it. But the previous year, when the boys were better, it was everywhere. But really, it is all
Maybe in
the same.
education it comes back that boys do sciences more than the girls. There is that discrimination of boys do sciences more than girls are always
The things
in
were
arts.
harder. Eh? Even I feel like the same people are quiet because they'll be like, how about arts? The girls, those ones are for arts.
Obviously. Definitely, that's
But-
why they win.
But
So-
we can't fail to applaud the civil society organizations.
yes,
These
yes.
people
Try.
do a lot. Like my own, where I come from, and I know also these peer educators from Michahan, they do a lot. Even PHAU. For us, we have the Y Plus Summit. Actually, this year we are changing the narrative. That is our theme. The Y Plus Summit, organized by the Uganda Network of Young People Living with HIV, UNIPA. So in there we have very many people that are going to come and talk to us about gender equality, about empowerment of girls, about youth livelihoods. So all these things, I would even like to add everyone out there, if you can come to the summit, please make your way. Just go like the Uganda Network of Young People Living with HIV and AIDS page on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter at UNIPA1. And then you just come and find out about our summit. How do you get in? Then you attend. It is a very, very good opportunity for empowering a girl child. Even the boys, by the way, nowadays we're not only focusing on girls,
Even the
because
boys,
you're not going to empower me and then you bring me a guy that is all like bleak, that he knows nothing.
That's true.
Then we also have the Y Plus pageant, which is something that has made me who I am today. I mean, it is basically to fight against stigma and discrimination among young people living with HIV. So it empowers us so much to see that even today I can come here and say I'm HIV positive, and it's not even embarrassing, and I'm not scared of who is going to hear that. So I'm thankful to the civil society organizations. They've done a lot in empowering women. There's Akina Mama, there's Women Pro Bono Initiative. There are very many. They've empowered women, and it's a very good thing. At least nowadays we have those that can stand out like Stella.
Okay, okay. So any last remarks to the women out there? Jackie, we'll start with you.
As women, we can do anything we have in our hands. That's why this year's theme really focused on the games, like the play equal, win. Like, I like the fact that it was focused onto that we can do anything as women. So let us empower our fellow women, the young girls out there. We are always empowered. We can do anything in our hands. That's all.
Rosetta?
Well, ladies out there, women out there, for those who are aggressive, keep asking those questions, keep putting people on pressure. For those who are told you're too loud, push for what you want.
Be louder.
Be louder. For those who are told to be too much, well, aren't you too much? You are. So don't stop whatever you're doing, because it makes you who you are.
Well, for me, I would like to urge all the women out there to, first of all, believe in themselves and be tough, brace up. This world is not for the weak. I mean, you can't just be there and you're like, no, mommy, I'll come out. No. In this era, we're no longer waiting for the mommy to come out. The mommy will come and he will find what I've done. I will not wait for him to just come. So let us brace up. Let's be women that are strong, like we are naturally strong. Let us not let people put us down because of what they have to say, because of what they have to think, because of what they see, which is not what I feel. So don't let the world stop you.
Okay, to all the women out there, don't dim your light. If someone says that your light is too bright, hand them some shades. So until next time, bye.